chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Menu narration option is set to off.
One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. Magic.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. The streak continues, doesn't it? They come in a perfect 10-0.
And it's not just that they're winning, it's how they're winning. All phases of the game coming together for this team.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they come in with even just a 500 season, an impossibility. 0-9.
And disaster has been striking everywhere for them. Offense, defense, special teams, coaching. It's just been a really, really rough year.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Second down, Murray sets to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Murray with a third and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? Third and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Leo! Come to my work!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. Throw left side complete. That's Chapman. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Indy. Hey!
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On second down, it's Taylor. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll drop the throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, a 22. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The quick slant caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. A look now at the starters on this 49er defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Throwing is Murray on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for him really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On first down, Taylor. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Check 13. Get it.
2nd and 1. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Taylor.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They ended up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show mom that he gets to play in the game.
They're going to try and throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Chapman. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now a give, right side. Taylor. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now this throw caught left side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. Sensational he was last week, over 200 yards, and the simple quote that we saw this week was, keep him in front of us. They're going to have to do that.
And when they say that, it means tackling him after the catch, because once he makes the catch, you may catch it in front, but if you don't tackle him, he's behind you at that point, and that's how he racks up the big yardage.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
He'll look to throw. He'll have a first down and more past the 20 as they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And his throw is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Ready. 60 outlaw. Hey, echo.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we reach one-sided game. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd and 2. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 27. They'll set up to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Look at me, zipper.
Now a give, right side. Taylor, and across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for him. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too. Now Murray has it stripped. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
From the 27, Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Let's go. Hey, 25. Hey, zoom. 5.
They're going to look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Let's get off the field, D.
Here's Murray back near his goal line. And Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone for 2 points. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Go set. 15 line. 15 line. Hey! Let's go.
On first down, Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when he's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going under a heavy rush, and down he goes. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided. And the pressure gets to him again.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time. It's a set. Come on.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
15 for the Niners there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He had to run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is to be in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Looking to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This
but
one of our guys.
Singing too.
Oh, she's at least
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind. But he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Murray going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Taylor now returning it. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Sanders. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now a give, right side. Taylor, he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. Oh, and now and now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 61 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. That was a pretty impressive touchdown play. Those broken tackles, those weren't easy to get by.
No, they really weren't. And they've had trouble tackling throughout this ball game. But on this particular play, how about that move? Or I should say moves with an S. Because I don't care if you were a great tackler. You had trouble getting him on the ground on that play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Here's Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. First down, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
57 tonight. 57. Let's go. Got to return. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Murray now on first down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. To throw is Murray. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. To throw again on second down. Murray. Murray, one final try. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the victory here for San Francisco. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the 49ers, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Arizona,